Hey, fellow film activists, your wellness coach, Cathy here, and we are here for our wellness playlist, and it is on mental fitness pillar. All right, so the topic is your inner essence never changes. And we always start, if you're new here, with our positive quotient repetitions, PQ reps, okay? Positive quotient repetitions, PQ reps. So, if you're not familiar, that's okay. But what I ask is as long as you feel safe, you can close your eyes. In most cases, I'll cue you either way. But if you don't feel safe, don't close your eyes. And you can be laying down, sitting for the most part, standing. It's up to you. So I will close my eyes because it helps me concentrate, or at least outside, right? Is outside. So here we go. Regardless of what your posture or where you're at, I want you to think about having a nice tall spine. Okay, so think about elongating. And if your eyes are closed, that's fine. If they're not, that's okay too. Roll back those shoulders. And what I want is this is going to be about censoring. Okay, so whatever your feet are touching right now, go ahead and wiggle those toes, firmly plant your feet, and then what are they on? Is it squishy? Is it a firm, you know, flat surface? What's the temperature? Is it warm, cool? You might have shoes on. Go ahead and give your toes a wiggle regardless. Then move up your legs. You can feel if your feet are still on the surface that those legs are working ever so slightly, depending on where, what position you're in. But feel what it takes for your legs to support your feet. If you're like me and standing, then you can all very much so feel that your legs are working to keep your feet where they're at. And that goes for all your legs. And then move up until you can feel or pay attention to your torso. What sensations do you feel? Again, feeling that your body is one. So whatever your feet are experiencing is sending up messages to your torso. What sensations are you feeling? If you're able, go ahead and place your hands over your heart or chest, in the middle of your chest. And if you're able, listen to your heart. Now, think about moving your arms out if you're able into like a T position. Let your fingers, if you're able, spread your fingers out and make them wide, stretching out. Don't scrunch up your shoulders, let them go out wide. Okay, broaden your collarbone and your shoulder blades and let those fingers really stretch out. Again, from your feet all the way to your fingertips, you should feel sensation. Go ahead and bring your hands down, roll your shoulders back, and go ahead and blink your eyes open if they're closed. That was a simple version of PQ reps. When we are in a sympathetic state of mind, i.e., we're in a fight or flight, we forget how our body feels, right? When we take the time, like we just did, to reconnect our mind to our body, we realize everything is connected. When, especially, you felt your hands over your heart, hopefully, instantly, you felt a little less antsy, if you were, in fact, antsy. The other sensations were just unfamiliar to you, probably. When you touched your heart, that became an instantaneous parasympathetic motion. Your nervous system all of a sudden felt grounded. So even if your feet were already grounded somewhere, it may not have, felt much, but once you put your hands to your heart, all of a sudden now your body felt safe. Any time, again, that you're feeling just scattered, that's a sign that PQ reps can help you. And taking in a deep breath, that can reset your nervous system. It's all about regulating that nervous system, especially right now. All right, so mental fitness. Yes, yes, yes. One of my favorite topics. We're specifically talking about our inner essence. Um, our inner essence never changes. And I want to be very trauma informed. I am not talking, I am very intentional about speaking with the words. I am not talking about inner child at all. That can be triggering for some, and it definitely can be traumatic. I am talking about who we are as internal beings. Inner essence is who we were from the moment we were born and who we will be the day we expire. Okay. And why is that important? Because when you realize that no matter where you are in the level of game, i.e., I am level 51, age 51, but my inner essence has never changed. If you have a baby picture of yourself and it's like front facing, so like, you can see your face in it, I would recommend that you bring it forward and you look at it. And without judgment, you will actually be able to see that the same inner essence that's in that picture is in you. And it can be really hard. And again, there's a whole process that this happens with. So it's just not as simple as looking at a picture and then realize, oh, my inner essence is there. No. But what I want to understand is that at any stage in life that you're at, because as Mark Twain is quoted, do not, I always forget I love this quote and I have it saved on purpose because it means so much to me. Do not complain about growing older. It is a privilege denied to many. And that I want you to sit with because that is essentially what I want to bring about when you're talking about your inner essence. It does not matter what age you achieve or don't achieve, let's say, when it comes to your inner essence. Who you were born to be never, ever has changed. I was born with my inner essence, and I will expire when it's time with my inner essence intact. You can go through any type of trauma. You can go through any type of, tribulations. Your inner essence will always be the same. It will have a lot of layers added upon it. Okay. But your inner essence, it is who you are. It is who makes you up, not the flesh part of you, mind you, but the inner essence of you. Okay. Um, you can liken it to having a soul, right? And if that is a way that you can get past, necessarily me not using spirituality part of it, that's fine. But understand that just like your soul, if you find that that's more acceptable to you, your inner essence is who you are. And no matter what life brings at you or that you experience through life, let's put it that way, your inner essence is who you are. And it loves who you are. Okay. Do not ever think that you are not worthy. Do not ever think that you are not enough just being you. The fact that you were born is wonderful. Your inner essence knows that, and it wants you to remember that. There's a whole process to realizing that our inner essence is so powerful and that all it wants to do is to keep us safe and to know that we are worthy. And I'm happy to bring that home to you in the form of coaching. But I bring this about because right now, in a world where unfortunately now we are in the US considered 1930s Germany, right? And no one wants that label. Historians will look at this time. I am quite literally living in history making times. And while I know in my heart of hearts that I'm on the right side of history, I am fighting the regime the best I can. I know so much harm is being inflicted around not just the US, but obviously around the world for no other reason other than for spite and evil. And, you can say whatever you want to say, but it comes down to white supremacy, patriarchy, and misogyny are why we are in this moment right now. Same what happened in 1930s Germany. It's the same playbook. It's just in a different time, right? A different century. And so I at least have the hope that my inner essence understands that no matter what I go through, I myself know that my inner essence will walk with me and not judge me. That who I am today on the inside will be the same person I am whenever it's my time to leave. And that gives me hope only because based on where we're at right now in the US, things are just gonna unfortunately get worse before they get any type of better. And I wish I had better ways to, express that, but it is the truth. We are living through history, and history unfortunately rhymes. And so I know that even if I don't see the end of this regime in my lifetime, that I will be fighting for a better future for those after me, i.e., specifically my niece and nephews, and give them the choices that maybe right now I don't see myself having. So I say that because my inner essence is the same inner essence that had every hope in the world when she was born. And I still feel that today, regardless of where I'm at right now. And it's scary. And, as again, someone who cares about what happens to myself and others, I can't imagine how much worse it's going to get. But I also know that I do believe that we can get past this if enough people decide that they are worth it, right? That their inner essence is enough for them to say, I deserve better. And they will move forward and fight along with us who want to save what's left. If any, I mean, we're not living in a democracy anymore, quite literally. But anyone who wants to stop at least the regime, let them come and I will talk to them about their inner essence and tell them everything that has happened up to now, you get to realize your inner essence has never changed and it will get you through this as well. And with that, again, remember, regardless of your age, who you are internally, whether that's something that you believe as a soul or, whatnot, your inner essence has never changed and it will never change. You are worthy as who you are now. And you will be worthy up until you no longer are here. So with that, I invite you at the end of every month, the day of every month, at the end of that day, basically the last day of every month at 12 p.m. PT, I usually go live on this channel and I am a yoga instructor. So I usually host a yoga flow or clinic. So I invite you to be there. It may be taped, unfortunately, but in most cases I'm live and that's what I'm hoping for when this next one happens. So I hope to see you then. Until then, take care and take charge.